Do you know about the famous rivers scattered in the world? If you do not know, then watch this video carefully, because today in this video, I will try to tell you about all the famous rivers scattered around the world. As the river moves at its own pace, the story of change is written in every wave. New reforms are written, sometimes old reforms are demolished. However, there is no doubt about the incomparable river behind the development of modern social system. Sometimes a river has taken a country to a great position. Sometimes a river has become a country's misery. This video is about the story of some of the most important, oldest, and longest rivers in the world. Today's video is going to be very interesting. Hope you watch the whole video patiently. So let's start the video. Number 1. Sepik River, Papua New Guinea. The longest river in Papua New Guinea is the Sepik River. The river originates from the Victor Emmanuel Range in the central mountains of the country. Like the Amazon River, the Sepik River flows like a snake, ended up going to the Bismarck Sea. In total, the length of the Sepik is 1,126 kilometers, or 700 miles. The villages of various tribal communities built on the banks of the river are said to be the most peaceful habitats that have survived in the world so far. Number 2. Mississippi, Missouri, North America. The longest river in North America and the fourth longest river in the world is the Mississippi, Missouri. The length is 2,320 miles, or 3,730 kilometers. The Mississippi originates from Lake Itasca, ended at New Orleans, Gulf of Mexico. It is better to say that Mississippi means Great River. By 1820, steamboats were at the height of their popularity on this river. Wood, food, cotton, and other goods were brought and taken through this river. But after the arrival of railways in 1880, the value of steamboats began to decline. By 1920, it had reached zero. However, some other steamboat carriers, such as the Delta Queen, still maintain their traditions. Number 3. Volga River, Russia. Volga is said to be the longest river in Europe. However, the country through which the Volga flows on the continent, Russia, however, refers to it as the most important river in their country. The Volga winds its way through a total of 11 of Russia's 20 major cities, including the capital Moscow. The Volga flows 3,645 kilometers, or 2,225 miles, down the Valdai Hills in Moscow and stops at the Caspian Sea. Although the Volga freezes for 3 months of the year due to extreme cold, it is still vital for Russia's internal navigation and transportation. Number 4. Zambezi River, Africa. Zambezi is the fourth longest river in Africa, 3,540 kilometers, 2,200 miles long in length. Originating in a black swamp in southwestern Zambia, the Zambezi travels through Angola, Namibia, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, and back into Zambia. Finally got to the Indian Ocean. The famous Victoria Falls are connected to the Zambezi. This Victoria Falls in the list of 10 most beautiful waterfalls in the world. The Zambezi River is home to many species of animals. This river can be called the sanctuary of the hippopotamus. There are only a few species of crocodiles. There are hundreds of species of fish. Bull sharks are the fiercest sharks in this river. Fishermen in rivers are often attacked by these sharks. Number 5. Mekong, China to Cambodia. The Mekong, the world's 12th longest river, is approximately 4,350 kilometers, or 2,703 miles long. Beginning in the floodplains of Tibet, the Mekong River flows through China's Yunnan province, Laos, Thailand, Myanmar, Vietnam, and Cambodia. Navigating the river is difficult due to its extreme course changes and multiple waterfalls during different seasons. If any river is more self-sufficient in biodiversity than the Amazon, it is the Mekong. However, due to the first dam to be built on the river in China, several marine animals such as dolphins and manatees are threatened. Number 6. Ganges, India. The Ganga rises from the foothills of the Himalayas and flows through the Sundarbans into the Bay of Bengal. Its main tributary is the river Padma, which is the second longest river in Bangladesh. Ganga is sacred to Hindus. They believe that life is not complete without taking a bath in this river. They float the ashes of their loved ones in the Ganga. Historically, Ganga is also very rich. Many cities, ports, and towns have been built on the banks of the Ganges over time. Not only that, Ganga is said to be the purest river in the world. Number 7. Nile River, Africa. The world's longest river is the famous Nile. Starting from East Africa, it has traveled 6,650 kilometers or 4,132 miles and stopped at the Mediterranean Sea. The Nile has two tributaries. One is the White Nile, the other is the Blue Nile. The Blue Nile originates from Lake Tana in Ethiopia. On the other hand, the White Nile originates from the Great Lakes in Central Africa. The Nile River contributed significantly to the Mysian culture. The soil here is fertile because of the Nile River, because once a year there is a flood due to the River Nile. As the water recedes, alluvium remains, which plays a major role in the production of various crops, especially wheat. Ancient Egyptians considered the Nile as part of their spiritual life. It was believed that the pharaohs controlled the flow of the Nile. Number 8. Amazon River, Brazil. The 4,000-mile-long Amazon River is the second longest river in the world. Although slightly shorter in length than the Nile, the Amazon excels in its biodiversity, tributaries, and source of 1/5 of the world's fresh water. This huge river flows through Bolivia, Peru, Colombia, Venezuela, Brazil, and Ecuador until it empties into the Atlantic Ocean. There are at least 3,000 species of fish in this river. Many more new species have been named in the records of scientists' research. Along with the Orinoco River, the Amazon is one of the places for river dolphins. The average length of Amazon river dolphins is 8.5 feet. Along with the ferocious bull shark, the piranha fish is another fierce aquatic animal in the Amazon. However, few species of piranha have ever been found to attack humans. Friends, this was today's video. Hope you can enjoy the video. See you in a new video on a different topic. Everyone will be fine. Stay healthy. Goodbye.